I had excruciating headaches on my left side of my eye and in the base of my skull. And immediately, I must say immediately after that procedure, when I came through, there was no headaches. I was amazed. I was involved in a car accident in May, and it really changed my life. I really got to say that. I've been pain-free and pretty healthy all my life. And since the car accident, I've been dealing with excruciating pain. It prevented me from focusing on my work. I could not focus really. I had to make an extreme effort to focus on what I was doing. I continued working. I constantly tried to rest because I could not go out and do anything. My yard work, I couldn't do when I get back to Atlanta. I couldn't do my yard work because the pain was so bad. June is when I went to my primary care, and all the diagnosis, the MRI and the x-rays were taken, and my primary care physician says, we'll refer you to Dr. Deuk. I had a preliminary meet with Dr. Deuk, and once he saw all my x-rays and everything, that's when he said, you know, the scheduling started. I've been extremely fearful about being under the knife or anything like that. About back surgery, I was really fearful of being paralyzed. And that is the truth. I said to Dr. Deuk, I'm not going to be paralyzed, am I? Because I need to walk around. I need to have my fingers and everything to work well. He says, oh no, everything will be fine. So I trusted in him. I thought he was very charismatic, knowledgeable, and very assured that he could help me. That was very important to me. I like someone to be confident when they say that they can do something and then follow through with it. And that's Dr. Deuk. During the preliminary consultation with Dr. Deuk, I said, so Dr. Deuk, are you going to cut me? Where is it going to be? He showed me, oh, it's going to be on your neck. I said, on my neck? So how big is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be like a little dot. He says, I'll show you. And he had on his iPod or phone, and he showed me a previous patient. I said, oh, wow, that's nothing. So the spot that the incision that he had was right here, a little itsy bitsy spot. It's not even noticeable. I said to Dr. Deuk, well, why are you going through the front to go to the back? He says, oh, that's what we do. I said, so what do you do? Do you move my muscles away or so? He says, well, we got to get back there, and that's how we'll do it. You'll only end up with a sore throat. That's it. And that's all I ended up with, a sore throat. It was interesting that they went in through the front, right here on this spot, to take care of the back. Once I came out of the procedure, I realized that I didn't have any headaches. And I said to Dr. Deuk, I can't believe it. I don't have any headaches. He says, good. I said, so what are my restrictions? He says, oh, none. Just rest for today and you can go back to normalcy. So I said, okay, I will see. So I went home and I rested. I remember I went to bed, and the next day I went to Miami. That's how good it was. Yes, I drove to Miami. I was a passenger. I went to Miami and I stayed for about 6 hours, drove back the same night, and I felt great. You won't believe I went and picked coconuts. Fresh coconut and mangoes. I know. There's a friend of my mom that has a tree there, coconut trees, mango trees, and avocado trees. And that's what we do. It was wonderful. I didn't pick any. I didn't climb the tree, but I bent down a little bit. I stooped and picked up a coconut. And it was fine. It was great, really. 3 days later, after the procedure on Sunday, it was a Sunday, I remember, I had to go to work. So I drove myself to work and drove every night after that. I've been very pleased with the Deuk Spine Institute, all of their employees. They're really wonderful people. They make you feel at home and relax. And sometimes Dr. Deuk, he's really stern with you. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Don't forget. But he means well for all of his patients. He is, I really appreciate everything that he has done. I am really grateful to Dr. Deuk and the whole staff of Deuk Spinal Center. Dr. Deuk, continue doing what you've been doing. You've helped so many people to get back to normalcy in their life. It is a great thing you're doing, and I wish you all God's blessings.